Princess Anne's humorous two-word nickname for King Charles was revealed. Fans seemed to learn more about Princess Anne's strong friendship with King Charles. In the past, Princess Anne has shared a humorous nickname for King Charles. The 75-year-old and her older brother, who is younger than 2 years her senior, are known to have a tight relationship. Their strong relationship has been demonstrated in a number of public settings, most notably in a 2023 documentary, and is shown welcoming her brother at Buckingham Palace soon after his coronation ceremony in the documentary Charles III, The Coronation Year. In one of the siblings' cute moments, she seemed to say to the king, "Hello, old bean." The king seemed to take the term well, as seen by his outburst of laughter. Then he kissed his younger sister's hand to greet her. Despite their reputation for strictly following protocol, the endearing conversation offered spectators a peek into the family members' private lives. Hannah Furness, royal editor of The Telegraph, previously talked about the lovely moment on the publication's Royal Insight YouTube series. Hannah stated that Charles and Anne have a very warm relationship and that the princess is an important member of her brother's inner group. She went on to say, "She is probably in a better position than anyone to offer him guidance, a little sympathy when he needs it, and a little motivation. She understands how the royal family works, and she has a bit of an eye to the past and to the future." The British royal family has always carried an air of grandeur, elegance, and mystery. But behind those palace gates and polished portraits lies something far more endearing: humor, teasing, and sibling mischief that has stood the test of time. And no royal pair embodies that blend of affection and dry wit quite like Princess Anne and her elder brother, King Charles III. Recently, royal watchers were sent into a delightful frenzy after it was revealed that Princess Anne, the famously no-nonsense Princess Royal, has a hilarious two-word nickname for King Charles, one that perfectly captures her sharp sense of humor and their decades-long sibling bond. The revelation not only gave royal fans a glimpse into the light-hearted dynamic between the monarch and his sister, but also painted a picture of what royal life is really like when the cameras are off, full of teasing, laughter, and unexpected warmth. So, what exactly is this nickname that has the entire royal world laughing? Let's step into Windsor Castle, take a walk down the corridors of memory, and uncover the full story behind Princess Anne's cheeky name for King Charles, and what it truly says about their extraordinary bond. Long before they were King and Princess Royal, Charles and Anne were simply siblings, growing up in the world's most famous family, yet finding joy in the most ordinary of childhood antics. Born just 2 years apart, Charles arrived in 1948, and followed in 1950. From the start, their personalities couldn't have been more different. Charles was sensitive, introspective, and dreamy, a boy who loved art, nature, and reading. He was cautious, polite, and always conscious of duty. And, on the other hand, was bold, direct, and fiercely competitive. She had little patience for sentiment, and even less for fuss. As Queen Elizabeth's only daughter, she quickly gained a reputation within the family for her independence and quick wit. According to royal insiders, and often teased Charles about his soft nature even as children. When Charles would prefer to stay indoors reading, and would be out galloping her pony through the muddy fields of Balmoral, laughing all the way. Anne was the tomboy, a palace aide once said. Charles was the thinker. And together, they made quite the pair, a mix of seriousness and sass. Fast forward several decades later, and the bond between the two remains unshakable, albeit still full of gentle ribbing. It was during a casual chat with a close royal aide that Anne's humorous two-word nickname for her brother was accidentally revealed. According to reports, Princess Anne affectionately calls King Charles Action Man, but not in the way one might expect. The story behind it is classic royal humor. Apparently, the nickname began years ago, when Charles became deeply involved in environmental causes and charitable projects. While his intentions were noble and his efforts tireless, and ever the practical realist, couldn't help but notice her brother's tendency to overthink before acting. So, in her trademark dry tone, Anne began teasing him by calling him Action Man, an ironic nod to his cautious and contemplative style. She'd call him Action Man whenever he'd start another grand plan or project that took months of thought before any action actually happened, said one former palace insider. It was her way of saying, "Get on with it, Charles." The nickname stuck and soon became a private running joke between the two. Even years later, and has been heard chucklingly referring to him as Action Man during family gatherings, especially when Charles gets caught in one of his famously long speeches or meticulous planning sessions.